So how come he said? Tulsi, the words of Tulsi Das Ji are the divine words, it cannot be wrong. But he said, and we are saying it's not happening with us. So why it's not happening? Because although we are pronouncing the names of God, but our attachment of mind is not in God. Like suppose you have a servant and his name is Ram. So when you call him out Ram, then you have the picture of the servant. And you expect that my servant Ram will come now because I called Ram. But when you call Ram Bhagavan, then you will have to think about Shri Ram. You will think about God Ram, and then God will come. So when you pronounce this name for your son, then you expect that son will come here now because I pronounce the name of my son. Then son will come, not God will come. So we have to divert this attachment towards God. Do the same thing whatever you are doing. Whatever you do in this world, whatever you are doing, but attachment of mind should be in God. Attachment of mind. Karate karma karahu vidhinana man rakhahu jahan kripa nidhana. So mainly what are we lacking in our puja part? That is very important to know. You are doing a lot. Especially I have seen, I went to Guyana, I went to Trinidad, etc. And I saw they have so much respect and love for their culture, for their dharma. And even though they cannot read Hindi, they cannot know the meaning, but they have so much love for Ramayana and Ramchandji. They want to keep their culture alive. They are really doing something very hard. And they want to be really religious people. But still, something is lacking in their puja. Something is lacking in their spirituality. That's why, even after that much effort, they cannot realize God. What is that point? Which is very, very important. That is called Roop Dhyan. Roop means form, and Dhyan means meditation. When we do any kind of worship, then we have to check ourselves that what are we doing by mind. We are doing puja, we are doing yajna, we take the samagri and we put it in the fire, we take the ghee and we put it in the fire, or we do arti and our hands are moving here and there. Where the mind is moving, check your mind that time. Where the mind is going. Like Kabir Das Ji said, Mala to kar mein phire, jeev phire mukh mahi, lekin manwa to cham dish phire, ye to sumiran nahi. The mala is moving in your hand, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Or jeev phire mukh mahi, your tongue is moving in your mouth. But the main thing is the mind. Where the mind is moving, it is going everywhere in the world. Thinking about this person, that person, who is coming, who is going, what is she wearing, what is he wearing. We are looking for all those things and doing puja. In India we have seen people come in the temple. And then, because they have to show off to their friends and other people, so they wear good clothes and they wear very nice sandal or chappal or shoes. And then they come inside the temple and they worship. But their mind is attached to their new shoes, so they say, Tvameva Mahata, and then they look at their shoes, they are still there or not, somebody has not restored them. They look at the shoes. Chapita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha, and then again they look at their shoes. Because they put it out of the temple and they are afraid of losing those shoes. That's why they look at the shoe again and again. So you are saying from your mouth, Tvameva Mata, you alone is my mother, and looking at the shoe. It means you are saying to the shoe that, oh Juta Ji Maharaj, you are my Mata. Chapita Tvameva, you are my father. Oh shoe, you are my father. Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, you are my brother and you are my friend. Juta Ji Maharaj, you are everything for me. That's why we get the shoes from all over the world, all the time. So, because we are thinking about the material things, we are thinking about the shoes, we are thinking about our mind is attached somewhere else. People go to sometimes to Ganges River and they put their other things somewhere and then they go to take bath in the Ganges River. But their mind is attached to their things. They are looking towards their clothes and other things which they put outside the Ganges River. So that's why they cannot get the result of the water, the purest water of Ganges River. They just take bath in an ordinary river because they have no feeling that this is the water which is coming out from the Charan of Shyam Sundar. They have no feeling. So first thing is mind. We have to attach our mind to God. So the best way to attach our mind to God is close your eyes. Whenever you are doing your puja, whenever you are doing your worship, singing bhajan, then close your eyes and then you have to choose one form of God. Any form which is your favorite, the form of Shri Krishna, the form of Shri Ram, the form of Hanumanji, Shankarji, Durgaji. Whatever form of God is favorite to you, you just choose one form of God and then try to visualize the same form. When you visualize that form, then you have to feel like this is the real divine form of God. And you can do it with the help of the pictures, because you haven't seen God, you haven't seen Ram, you haven't seen Krishna, but you have seen many pictures and murtis of Ram, Krishna, Durga, Shankar, etc. So, with the help of those murtis and pictures, you don't have to focus on the murti, you don't have to focus on the picture, but with the help of that murti, with the help of that picture, you have to fix up a form of God in your mind and then feel like the same God who I saw in the picture or in the murti is appearing in his real divine form in front of me, and feel like, yes, he is appearing. Now the blue light is spreading everywhere, is so soothing. Now I am hearing the little jingling of his nupur or of his kangan, etc. Now I am seeing, oh, his crown is dazzling. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at his pitambar. It's looking so beautiful. Look at his kundal. Look at his tilak. So you just imbibe the divine beauty of God in that way. And if you do practice like that, then you can focus on the divine form of God for a very long time. Because you are focusing on one by one part of Shri Krishna, one by one part of Shri Ram. You are focusing on his crown, then you are focusing on his ears, the kundal, the necklaces and everything, and then pitambar, then his dhoti, anklets. So you are imbibing the divine, the nectar of the divine beauty, and thus your heart will also be attached. If you are thinking like that about God, then how can you think about any material thing at that time? You cannot do that. because you have only one mind. Either it will be attached to the material world or it will be attached to God. So if you get attached to God, then naturally you cannot think about the material world. And if you are thinking about any material form, any material name, any material action or whatever, then definitely you are not thinking about God. That's why this rule is made, that you have to focus on the divine form of God first. Then pronounce the name of God. And even if you don't pronounce the name of God, there is no harm. But you have to focus. You have to focus on the divine form of God. You have to enjoy His divine beauty. You have to enjoy His divine attributes. In that way, you have to increase your love for Him. He is mine. I belong to Him alone. I belong to Him alone. What about my father, mother, sister, etc.? No. They are relative of my body. They can go, they can leave me anytime. Sometimes mother gives birth to a child and immediately after that she dies himself. The child does not even know that who is my mother, and the mother has gone. So these relations, the material relations, are so temporary and based on the selfish motive as well. You are expecting a lot from your son, from your wife, from your husband, and if they don't fulfill your desire, they don't go according to yourself, then you get annoyed. Your love is diminishing every moment. If the other person does not listen to you and they don't go according to your desire. Because we all want happiness from each other. If we are not getting any happiness from anyone, then why would we love him? So this love, the material attachment is based on the selfish motives, because we all want happiness. But you love God when you are remembering God, because He is mine. See, either you are in a human form, or after your death you go in hell or heaven, or take birth as an animal or bird or whatever. God is always sitting in your heart. Ya Atmani Tishtati, Prashnopnishad. Ya Atmani Tishtati. It's sitting in your heart all the time, no matter where you go, no matter what you do. Even if you are a Dharmatma, a very good devotee, or a Papatma, or a Rakshas, God is sitting in the heart of everyone all the time. He is our real well-wisher, and He is our real relative. Our relative, the permanent relative, eternal relative is God alone. So if we revise this knowledge again and again, whenever you visualize the divine form of God, think that He is mine. Why can I not see Him? I want to embrace Him. I want to serve Him. Why can I not do it? He is mine. Then I must get Him. When you will think like that, you will feel the humbleness in your mind, and then you feel like shedding tears for God. Like when you remember your son who is away from you for a long time, then you feel like shedding tears for him. When you meet your very near and dear friend or relative, then you feel like shedding tears for him. In the same way, when our love will increase for God, then whenever we will remember Him, His attributes, His pastimes, then we will feel like shedding tears. And when we shed tears in remembrance of God, then our heart gets more and more purified.